Is this man the best footballer in the world? Well, certainly this year has seen Roberto Baggio blossom into the outstanding Italian player. Sampdoria manager Sven-Göran Eriksson was Baggio's coach when he was at Fiorentina.
I think you could see it 5-6 years ago, that he was something very, very special. Brilliant technique. He went always home looking at the games afterwards, and you could see, you could smell it, that he is big talent and he will be a great player.
Baggio started the season in superb style, and it looked like he was at last going to fulfill the hopes of the whole of Italy and lead the national team's glory. But Roberto sustained a broken rib in the physical 0-0 draw with Scotland in Glasgow, which put him out of action for 2 months. With Baggio out of the team, Juventus struggled to find their best form in a spell that included a visit from the giants of Serie A, Milan. That game came at the end of November, and before it we took the opportunity to go and see what a footballer of international renown gets up to when he's off duty. We went to meet Roberto at his new shop, Roberto Baggio Sports, just outside of Chieni, in the area where he grew up. And hey presto, there he was, freshly changed into some appropriately subdued leisure wear, and still suffering the odd twinge from the broken rib he received after some rough treatment in that Scotland-Italy game.
Sì, è stata una partita difficile, però ce l'aspettavamo così.
Sì, e sei soddisfatto del risultato?
Sì, diciamo che è stato un risultato positivo, per cui dobbiamo essere contenti.
Roberto is less contented, of course, about his broken rib. Apart from just the physical pain, it won't be easy for him tomorrow, sitting in the stands and watching his teammates go out to play the most important game of the season so far without him.
È una brutta posizione, sì, perché è chiaro che vorrei essere in campo anch'io domenica, anche perché è una partita in cui possiamo giocare qualcosa di molto importante per lo scudetto, perché riuscire a vincere domenica è chiaro che ci metterebbe in condizione di andare a pari del Milan, anche se hanno una partita in meno.
Juventus lost that game against Milan, of course, missing their leader and this kind of inspirational form. Ironically, when Baggio left Fiorentina 4 years ago, there was an outside chance of him signing for Milan, but he chose instead to go to Turin and join Juventus, the old lady of Italian football. One thing a place at Milan would almost certainly have meant, though, is the odd title or two, something Roberto's career is conspicuously without. As his critics are quick to point out, much as he may play like a champion, Baggio is a footballer who still never won a cup final or a championship.
Sì, infatti, è quello che purtroppo manca, è qualcosa di importante, è una vittoria, però credo che a 25 anni c'è ancora tanto tempo per poterlo fare.
This was the season when all that was to change, and on the way to his first ever trophy, Baggio continued to display the kind of form which kept all of Italy buzzing. And then, of course, he did this to Milan at the San Siro.
Muller. Oh, that's a lovely turn by Baggio. And the Milan defence in full retreat. They won't get Roberto Baggio. Oh, not with finishing like that. That was very, very special.
Baggio has become by far the most important player at Juventus, and there is no doubt that he was instrumental in their UEFA Cup victory. The headlines in the Italian papers said it all. Juventus had destroyed Borussia Dortmund 6-1, and it was all inspired by the supreme talent of young Roby. So as the fans watch Baggio celebrating his first ever piece of silverware with his Juventus teammates, you can't help wondering about his future. Is his sideboard big enough for the trophies that are bound to come? And will he be holding one of them aloft in America next summer? One thing's for sure, if he does, 56 million prayers will have been answered.